Did you know? Slide 2 at a stage was cut from the final game. It was known as Monaco. The stage would have had a beach like area with snow and a big casino in the middle. The heist of the area would have featured Bentley stealing a giant yacht, smashing it through docks, and eventually crashing it through the casino itself. Though it's not confirmed, it is believed that the area would have been a second stage for the villain Dimitri. It's also unknown as to why the stage was removed, especially with so much of it already completed. Did you know? In the Soulstone DLC for Skyrim, you may come across a random encounter of a mage that has figured out how to super jump, but then falls to his death. This is a reference to the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, in which you can find a very similar encounter. Did you know? In Plants vs. Zombies, there's a rare chance that a zombie will be allergic to a walnut when they try to eat it. Did you know? In SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, the attack of the two-bullet robot enemies changes when the game is played on specific holidays. On New Year's Day, they shoot rainbow-colored flames. On St. Patrick's Day, the flames are green. On April Fool's Day, the flames are pink. On July 4th, the American Independence Day, the flames are red, white, and blue. And on Halloween, the flames are orange. Did you know? For Crash Bandicoot, originally a traditionally animated sequence was meant to serve as the game's intro. However, despite being finished, it went unused and replaced with a completely different intro, using the in-game engine graphics instead. The unused sequence can easily be found online. Did you know? During production of Spyro the Dragon, Spyro was originally going to be green, but the developers feared that he would blend in with the grass, so they changed him to purple. Did you know? Originally, for Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy, there was going to be three main characters that would develop as the game was played in a Tamagotchi style. Instead, Naughty Dog concentrated their efforts on two main characters in order to create the exact characters they wanted. Did you know? In Ratchet and Clank, after Drake said, "Thank you for your cooperation,"
Thank you for your cooperation.
the scene originally didn't have someone saying cut, until the developers realized that players wouldn't get the joke that Drek was still talking as the camera was still rolling. Did you know? In Super Mario Bros., Worlds 3 and 6 are set during nighttime, as opposed to the rest of the worlds that are set during the day. This is supposed to indicate how much time has passed during Mario's journey to rescue the princess. In this case, it takes him a day to get through 3 worlds. Did you know? For Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the reasons Sonic can't swim is that series creator Yuji Naka and other staff members mistakenly thought hedgehogs couldn't swim. Did you know? In the game files for Portal, there's an unused red portal and a texture file for a second portal gun, but what function these would have had is unknown. Did you know? In Portal 2, in the chapter The Escape, Shell can find a defective turret on its way to decommission. If she manages to take it, the turret will mention clues and light references to later in the game.
Get mad. Don't like lemonade. Prometheus was punished by the gods for giving the gift of knowledge to man. He was cast into the bowels of the earth and pecked by birds. It won't be enough. The answer is beneath us. Her name is Carolyn.
Did you know? For The Legend of Zelda, an early concept for the game was that it would also take place in a high-tech future. The name Link was not only meant as a link between player and game, but also as a link between past and future. Did you know? For Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, Sly's cane was originally going to have multiple functions, including a hidden laser maze with an inclusion of a spray of spraying out water, and a freezing mechanism to freeze enemies to create walkways. Did you know? In Super Mario Galaxy 2, Luba will tell the player that he is sleepy whenever the game is played during the early morning hours. Did you know? For Super Smash Bros., Pit was originally supposed to be an unlockable character, but due to the sudden yet enormous popularity of Pokemon, he was replaced by Jigglypuff. Did you know? For Donkey Kong Country, one early story pitch would have utilized more of Nintendo's characters. Wario would have shrunk Mario and kidnapped him, and Donkey Kong would have gone to save him. The team's proposed title was Donkey Kong vs. Super Wario. Nintendo decided to pass on the concept, wanting Rare instead to create more original characters. Did you know? For Sonic Adventure, the game was being developed while the Sega Dreamcast was still undergoing development. By the time Adventure's production started, the Dreamcast was only 30% along. As the team worked on Adventure, their concepts would be used to further influence the hardware of the console. Did you know? In Sonic Adventure 2, Big the Cat can be seen in every level of the game. Did you know? In the beta version of Banjo-Kazooie, Clanker was a real whale instead of a mechanical one. Did you know? For Metroid, the creation of Samus Aran was inspired by the Alan Ridley character from the Alien movie franchise. Ridley, one of the bosses from the game, was even named after the director of the first Alien film, Ridley Scott. Did you know? For Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, at Clank's apartment, the Insomniac game Pyramid was originally a breakable PlayStation 2, but the TRC didn't allow it. They also planned a breakable Xbox, but was changed to a game Pyramid to not infuriate Microsoft. Did you know? For Silent Hill, if a DualShock controller is used, a heartbeat rhythm can be felt, signifying that the player is at low health. Did you know? For Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back, fog was originally going to be featured in the jungle levels, but was cut after people criticized it as a cheap way to hide the polygon count. Did you know? In Sonic Colors, a binary code on Tails' translator in the final scene of the game says, "If you can read this, you're a geek." Did you know? Plants vs. Zombies was at one point going to be called Lawn of the Dead, a pun on George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. The name was changed for legal reasons.